The ZV-E10 is widely reported as one of the best budget cameras for content creators, but does it live up to all of its praises? Well, in today's video, we're going to be unboxing, testing, and reviewing this little camera to see if it's a worthy investment, especially for beginners. So without further ado, let's find out. Okie dokie, so to avoid time wasting, my upfront conclusion about this camera is that it's insanely good for its price point. Cameras are notoriously expensive, but coming in at just £600, I think the ZV-E10 gives creators a great entry point into professional photography as well as videography. Now, I've had this camera for just over a year now, and I have to say this thing is super versatile. I mean, I've used it on client shoots, as a B camera, for social media content, for literally all sorts, and it's held up really well. With its 4K filming capabilities, its quick autofocus and a flip out LCD screen, this camera is literally built with content creators in mind. It also has some handy features, including a product showcase mode, meaning that when you hold an object close to the foreground of your camera, it will quickly pinch in and focus automatically, and then it will focus back onto your subject after you've removed the object from the foreground. And it also has live streaming features so that you can connect your camera to your computer and use your ZV-E10 as a webcam, and it even has a soft skin feature, which is great for people who have rosacea or skin issues like me, because it will smooth out your skin and get rid of any blemishes, so it's a win-win all round. Considering it's a Sony camera, it will come to no surprise that this camera is amazing in low light situations and that the autofocus system is insane. The camera offers eye and face autofocus, so regardless if you're moving around or not, the focus will constantly be locked on your subject. The camera has an apsc sensor and was designed as a spin-off of the Sony a6000 lineup. So as you can imagine, the camera is naturally a lot smaller and lightweight than full frame cameras, which tend to be a lot heavier. In terms of the build quality, I mean, it does feel a little bit plasticky, but I feel like that's understandable considering the price point. The one issue that I do have with this camera is regarding the rolling shutter issue, but I'll get onto that a little bit later on in this video. So with that said, it's probably time to check out the camera. Firstly, when purchasing the camera, it comes with some classic boring manuals, a camera strap, a USB-A to USB-C cable, amongst some other camera connecting plugs and leads, a cute little windshield for your camera's microphone, and now time for the real deal, the camera itself. In terms of specs, the camera has a 24.2 megapixel APS CMOS sensor, allowing you to film 4K at 30 frames per second and 1080 at 120 frames per second. The kit lens that is included is a standard 16 to 15mm lens, but this is interchangeable, so you can use other lenses on this camera too, which I think is a massive selling point. It is worth noting that different picture profiles are available for this camera, so you will be able to film in different profiles such as S-Log or HGL. However, due to the sensor and the processing capabilities, you can only get 8-bit footage out of this camera, but hey, if you're a beginner, you don't need to worry about all of that. Sony's updated color science has also been integrated into the camera, so even if you film without a picture profile, the image that you get straight out of camera is super balanced and pretty neat. Anyway, enough about the camera. You probably want to see a little bit more of what it can do. So here are some examples in different situations and settings so that you can see how it really performs. Okay, time for a quick mic check. This is what the camera audio sounds like without a windshield, and this is what the camera audio sounds like with the windshield on. Can you tell the difference? As with any camera, there are pros and cons to consider. Some of the pros include the fact that it has an interchangeable lens system, which is great if you want to shoot at different focal lengths because you'll be able to take the lens off, use a zoom lens or a prime lens, whatever takes your fancy. It has a background defocus feature, which gives you that lovely blurry background that a lot of creators are looking for, and it even has visible recording signals so that you know when you're actually filming and when you're not, because there's nothing worse than sitting in front of a camera thinking you're recording and then you awkwardly go around and you realise that you actually haven't and you feel like a bit of an idiot, but Additionally, it does have a great battery life. I mean, you can get about 80 minutes of footage from this battery, which overall is quite handy. And another key pro, especially for those who shoot short form content, is that with the ZV-E10, you can actually shoot vertical videos and then send these videos to your phone using Sony's mobile app, which is super convenient when you're creating on the go. And if that hasn't already sold the camera to you, then I do have some cons that you might want to keep in mind. The first big con for me is that the camera doesn't have a built-in image stabilization system. The camera does have an active stabilization feature which you can use, but it massively crops in and produces some jittery clips which just doesn't look the best. To counteract this though, Sony do have a software program called Catalyst Browse, which you can use to stabilize your footage in post. To be honest, I haven't actually personally used this software. However, many people online say it's really underrated and that it can almost save your footage, so might be something to check out. The main con and the biggest deal breaker that I do have about this camera is regarding the slow sensor. From my personal experience, I think the camera has a little bit of a rolling shutter, meaning that when you film or you pan around quickly, or say for example a fast moving subject enters your frame, the details within your image can become distorted and have this jelly-like effect to it. Now, I find this issue quite interesting though, because Sony have marketed this camera as a vlogging camera, but with vlogging being on the go, I'm not sure that this shaky effect is really fitting or helps in any way at all. So if you want to shoot on the go, I'd definitely be mindful of this rolling shutter effect and take a tripod out with you just to be on the safe side. Now, with all that being said, is this camera a worthy investment? Well, the short answer is yes. Well, I think so anyway. For its price point and for all of the little features that you get access to, I definitely think you get a bang for your buck here. For creators who are just starting out or videographers that are looking for a camera to shoot some behind the scenes content, I definitely think the ZV-E10 is a great addition to any creative's arsenal. And with cameras getting more and more expensive, the ZV-E10 is a great affordable option that delivers footage well above its price range. I think the fact that this camera has been flying off the shelves since its release 3 years ago is a proven sign that this thing still provides great value even in today's tech world. And with the release of the updated ZV-E10 Mark II, I do still think that the first release is still a worthy choice for beginners who are looking to create good looking content whilst keeping the costs as low as possible. But as always, if you have any questions about the camera that I didn't manage to cover in this video, then let me know in the comment section and I'll be sure to answer from my perspective. But until then, I will catch you in the next one. Oh, I nearly dropped it. Oh my god, imagine. At least I managed to get a review in before I actually broke it. Fucking hell.